Hello. We are on day 14. We are so close to the end, but we still have a lot of information to talk about. Today's video is going to be a little bit shorter just because yesterday's was so much to think about. I hope it went well. I hope implementing just one small change in your day was successful. If it wasn't, it's not a big deal. Try it again today. See what happens. Habits are what kind of make us up. If we are proving to ourselves day in and day out that we're changing our identity and we're changing the way that we are thinking and doing things, that's what's really going to build success in us. It's going to make us believe ourselves more when we're saying, I want to do this and I am this person and this is the person I want to become. Doing it over and over with a lot of repetition is going to help a lot us in terms of changing our mentality around that thing. So give it another shot. I want to jump right into our reflection prompt today. So, super simple. I don't want to dig into this too much, but I do want you to think about it. I don't think this is necessarily the case for everybody, but if it is the case for you, something to definitely assess and kind of work through. So today's reflection prompt is, do you eat differently alone than you do in public? And what I mean by that is, I want you to think about if when you go out with friends or family, if you eat a certain way intentionally, say that be healthy or to adhere to whatever their diet standards look like. I know a lot of you are probably traveling home for the holidays around this time of year, and you might be nervous about the way that your family eats, if they eat differently than you normally do, and that's totally okay. So typically we try to eat a little bit healthier when we're in the public eye, especially if you are somebody who identifies with being a healthy eater or working on their diet or on a diet. I want you to think about if you eat that way in public and then when you come home you let loose. Or you act like you have it all together in public, and then at home you know that you're a total mess. And if there's a contradiction between those two, I want you to think about if that happens for you, why does it happen? Why do you feel that you need to have it all together in public and then be different at home? Why do you feel like at home you want to be different than you are in the public eye? Okay, something I want you to think about, work through, assess, write it down, just let it come out, okay? Today's assignment, however, is all around intuitive eating. So, intuitive eating is basically what we've been talking about. It's the same thing as mindful eating. It means that you are going to eat what your body's telling you need. It means that you eat when you're hungry, you stop when you're full, and you're aware of the ways that your body is telling you that you're reacting with food, right? So that's the biggest thing to keep in mind with intuitive eating. A lot of people like to use intuitive eating rather than adhering to a strict diet because it gives you a lot more freedom. It means that if you're hungry and it's the middle of the afternoon and you already had lunch and you already had your snack but you're still hungry, it means you can still eat under the intuitive eating guideline. Your body's trying to tell you something. You didn't get enough of whatever your body needs. Now, ideally with intuitive eating, you're still following some sort of guidelines to help you reach your goals. So intuitive eating does not mean I want carbs all the time, so I'm going to eat carbs all the time. It means that you're still getting what you need. So, for example, with the one in carbs, if you are somebody who is hungry in the middle of the afternoon, you probably missed something important at lunch. Whether that be your protein, if you got enough fat, if you got enough fiber through vegetables, things like that. So, your body's trying to tell you something. Intuitive eating means that you're listening to that, and that's exactly what I want you to do today. Today I want you to eat strictly intuitively, opposed to tracking, sticking to a plan, using your hands for portion sizes, like anything that typically I would have somebody do, throw it out the window today, okay? I want you just to think about, am I hungry? Yes, I'm going to eat. Okay, I'm full. Now I'm stopping. Eat a little bit more like that. Don't worry about the portion so much. Doesn't need to be perfect. I just want you to think about what your body's asking you for and then give it that and see how it reacts. Do you feel better? Do you feel worse? What does that look like for you? Okay? Then I want you to think about doing it in moderation. So obviously, a lot of you will likely have some cravings today. That doesn't mean I want you to go crazy on it, right? So if you are craving some sweets this afternoon, awesome, have some. See if it helps having it. If it doesn't help, maybe you need something else. Obviously you didn't hit the spot, right? It's likely that you probably just didn't have enough of it. So think about having those things in moderation. You can use the idea of having a little bit, seeing if it helps, savor it, maybe like really enjoy it, close your eyes, be appreciative of your food. You could do half of it and save half for later. Try that today, okay? We're kind of encompassing everything that we've been talking about over the last 13 days into today to do some intuitive eating, which is what you've been doing slowly and slowly. So give it a shot today in its entirety, see how it goes, okay? If this is something that works for you, it's something I would encourage you to use in your everyday life. If it doesn't work for you and you need a number to tell you exactly what to have, that's fine too. But I just want you to give it a shot and see if it actually works. Works for a lot of people, doesn't work for everybody, okay? If you have any questions, let me know.